Please help me welcome your father of the bride, Mr. Bill Hoffman.
Thank you, Jeremy. For those of you that don't know this, Jeremy is one of my former students from back when I used to be a music teacher years and years ago. So it's just Jeremy, thank you so much for sharing this day with us. It's very special. You've been to both my daughters' weddings. So, I'm the father of Allie and Carly. And 2 years ago, I got to marry off my oldest daughter, Allie. She's just a fantastic guy, Grant Dunbar. And just recently, they gave us the best gift a guy could ever have, an awesome grandchild, Alex. Well, for the last 9 weeks, I've got to babysit this kid every single day. So we've gotten really, really close. So close, actually, that I can't really do this speech without his help. So, Ann, would you mind if I borrow Alex for a second? How you doing? So, anyway, at this wedding 2 years ago, I was informed that my father of the bride speech wasn't quite up to par. So, I helped a lot though with the music that day, so Allie forgave me and she said, well, that's kind of classic dad. So this time I thought, I better actually sit down and write something. So, did you bring this speech? Well, I didn't bring it. Just a minute. I just want to thank everyone for being here to make this day very special for Carly and Zach. I know I speak for Marta, Lisa, and Greg, and myself in saying that what an honor that you've all joined us here today. Carly and Zach, I'd like you both to take a minute to look out at all the people who are here today to celebrate your union together. These are your friends and family who stopped everything they're doing to be here today. They're the ones that have always been there for you, and the ones you know you can count on when you need them. And they know that you would be there to do the same for them. We stopped everything we're doing to help the ones we love. It's about giving and giving back to one another. And like your grandpa said, if you're doing it right, you should probably feel like everyone doing most of the giving. And it's truly in giving that we receive. Carly and our family, you're the most loving and caring one of all of us. Years ago when Allie and Carly were little kids, we were out building a snowman together in the front yard. And he was a small little snowman, about their size. And the sun had already gone down, so Mom had called us in for dinner. And we all turned and headed for the other side of the house to go inside. I got to the door and let Allie inside, but Carly was nowhere to be found. I circled back to the front of the house, and there was Carly, giving the snowman a big kiss and a hug. If you know Carly, you know that her heart is filled with love. Zach, when I told this story to my buddy Rick, he said, "You better tell Zach not to build any snowman." First time I met Zach, I tried to run him over with my minivan. Carly and Zach had actually been dating for months, but they'd kept it secret from everybody. I bought this old Lincoln and kept it parked in the garage of the lake, and every once in a while I'd see it on the camera in the front of the house. It had been moved outside. Once it even got hailed on. Mom and I are like, why does Carly keep moving the Lincoln outside? So we went back and looked at the camera footage, and sure enough, every once in a while, there'd be this big red pickup that would show up, pull into the driveway, park into the garage, and closing the door, so we wouldn't see it on camera, and neither would anybody else who drove by. Then she finally had to fess up. Shortly after, Marta and I finally got to meet Zach, and Greg and Lisa, you got a lot to be proud of in that young man. And Zach, I've come to know a hardworking, caring, and honest man who's got a wry sense of humor. But most of all, he's got a really deep love for my kid. Zach, in giving her away today, I know you'll take care of her and love her as much as I've loved her mother for the past 34 years. Carly, 2 years ago at your cousin Marissa's wedding, I listened to maybe the most moving speech I've ever heard. Your Uncle Dave shared with us the role that God played in bringing Stan and Marissa together, and how throughout her life Marissa has been guided by the Lord. It brought me closer to my own faith. Both of you were there, so I won't repeat it. Dave actually emailed me a copy of the speech, and I was thinking about just plagiarizing it and taking out the words Stan and Marissa and putting in Zach and Carly. But a little voice told me I probably shouldn't do that. And it's actually that little voice that you will hear inside your head, that little hunch, or the occasional inspiration that you will need to listen to the most over the coming years. Because that's the voice of God. And if you only ask daily for His will and the power to carry that out, you will never be faced with a tough decision or a problem that you can't handle. He'll tell you what to do. I'm so mad at my wife, I could just kill her. Well, when stuff like that happens, That's when you gotta go to God and ask, what do I do now? And he'll give you an answer. It just might not be the one that you think it's gonna be. But if you listen and you make him be the center of your marriage, everything will work out. All you really need is his love and your love for each other. And maybe a dog. Folks, would y'all raise your glasses? Can I have my glass too? To Zach and Carly, may their marriage be filled with love and joy.